Week 10 of the 2023-24 NBA season is over, which means it's time to run it back. This is Run It Back, NBA Week in Review. I'm Jose Salviati, editor at thebeachbasket.net, and this is the show where we recap the week that was in the NBA and then discuss the NBA question of the day as we prepare for the weeks to come. This season we'll have a guest join us each week. Today I'm excited to welcome absolutely nobody. I mean, it's Christmas. No, it isn't. It's New Year's Eve. So it's just me today, which should make for a quick show. But we'll definitely have guests into the new year and excited to do that. Incidentally, we're also recording this footage, let's call it the raw footage, on Twitter, on our Twitter account, which doesn't have a whole lot of followers right now. So, but if you found us, we're grateful. Feel free to leave a comment. Send us a message. We would love to connect with you while we do this live, which would be kind of cool. We'll start our show like we do every week with the only objective NBA power rankings anywhere. You can read more about how we get to these rankings and see the entire list at thebeachbasket.net. We're going to take a look at just the top 10 after week number 10. Now, one note, matter of fact, I'm going to go and pause this real quick. It's important to note that, I usually don't go into a lot of detail about this, but we call these the objective power rankings because it's really just based on wins and losses, where you won and where you lost. But the important thing is it's kind of a strength of schedule thing. So Cleveland Cavaliers, we see them coming in at number 10 after week number 10. We would categorize them in one of five categories. They're either a championship team, a quality team, a good team, a serviceable team, or a bad team. All right. And so, what you notice over the course of an NBA 82-game season is that teams kind of fluctuate between those categories. The Cavs, have been a good team, and they've always been a good team this season. But a team like the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? They didn't come into this season, Orlando Magic, as good as they are, right? They wouldn't have been called a really good team, a quality team, but they both are very quality teams. So we make adjustments periodically to adjust for those surprise teams or the teams that, aren't really that good. I don't think the Spurs, for example, we're going to be as bad as they are, at least not anticipated to be as bad as they are. So we did make that adjustment this year at the end of 2023. So I say that to say this, the ratings do fluctuate when that happens, because if you beat a team that maybe wasn't meant to be good, let's go back to the Timberwolves. Teams that beat the Timberwolves didn't get a lot of points because they weren't meant to be good. But now they're great, and we know that. So that bumps up their points should they have won any time in the season. So this power ranking is a little unique to end the season, and we'll likely do it again after the trade deadline when teams kind of change. We already know that the Raptors and the Knicks have changed. But with that as an intro, let's go ahead and continue with the top 10 after week number 10. We already gave up the first one, the Cleveland Cavs. But let's keep going right here. Cavaliers had a 1-1 week, but that was enough to make it into the top 10. The LA Clippers are figuring things out. They had a perfect 2-0 week and coming in number 9. The Philadelphia 76ers were 2-2 in week number 10. This is enough for the number 8 spot. The number 7 spot belongs to the Sacramento Kings. They also had a 5-2 week, going 1-1, but that was enough to stay in the 7th spot. The surprising Orlando Magic, we brought them up earlier, are the number 6 best team in the NBA after number 2 in Milwaukee spot. In 1 week, they secured the number 5 spot. 56% in Milwaukee. The world champion Denver Nuggets are number 4 after a 2-1 week in number 10. And then another surprise team, the Oklahoma City Thunder, a perfect 3-0. And we landed number 3. Let's see if we can pick that up. They're young and they're good. The Minnesota Timberwolves dropped to number 2 in week 10, which means it's a new number 1 for the first time since week number 4, and that number 1, no surprise. Celtics, they had a perfect 3-0 week in week number 10. and come in as the best team at the end of 2023. Do you have any issues with any of these? If you do, sorry, these are objective, man. It's wins and losses. You can't complain about this. I do have a complaint about the arrow. If you're watching this on video, I'll have to make sure to remove that when I do take a screenshot next time. That's the objective top 10 list for week number 10. If you want to see all 30 teams, please visit thepeachbasket.net. Now let's shift our focus to the players. What we do here is we take a look at the best by average in each week. Obviously today is week number 10. That means the best points average, the best assist average, the best blocks average. Now this is just for the week, not for the entire season. Let's take a look at who did it best by average in week number 10. A couple of surprises here, I think. First off, Luka. He had a great 50-point game Christmas Day. He averaged 42.7 for week number 8.
Three by Randall, no good. Rebound by Halliburton.
Halliburton is so good. 17 assists on the strength of 3 assists for him. And Andre Drummond, man, he's not a backup. For 3 rebounds per game. He had a really, really good week. Only one game, but Larry Nance Jr. had an impact. 5 steals in that game. Counts as an average for the week. And Victor's going to be here time and time again. 6 blocks average in week number 10 to lead the NBA. Those are your top by average after week number 10. Now, keeping our focus on the players, here are the best to do it after week number 6. Not the best by average, but the best overall. The best dagger, the best dime, the best dunk, the best deny, the best dazzler, and the best dud, which is a bit of an oxymoron, but we're going to go with it because I like it.
Number 5 on to
the best dagger is not
boy,
win a game,
this guy
but to end the
scored.
quarter.
And the effort to beat the buzzer
at 0-0.
back
I'm not doing this because I
going
find
behind the
players that
spine,
didn't
then
know
into the dime over to Landry
Shamet,
who lays that. I mean, that's just
really, really nice. Colin Sexton did this on the road in San Antonio. He didn't get a lot of buzz at the stadium, but it was a pretty impressive dunk.
Nothing to be giddy about this. Peyton Watson drops in to block him, and that one's good. I mean, real.
Hey, the Detroit Pistons won a game. That's a dazzler because it's hard to win 28, to lose 28 games in a row. But that Jason Tatum, man, he didn't want to turnover, so he did it to his That is the dud of the week after week number 10. All right. Those are our focus on the players. Those are our objective power rankings. Now we end, like we always do, with the NBA question of the day. 2023 is over. We're starting 2024 tomorrow. So as we take a look back at 2023, the question of the day today is, what's the bigger surprise in 2023? That the Timberwolves and Magic are good, or that the Detroit Pistons lost 28 games in a row in 2023. Now, this is where I enjoy having someone else, right, bounce ideas off of and get other people's opinions. But again, I'm not going to pull anybody in on New Year's Eve, so I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'm surprised that the Timberwolves and the Magic are as good as they are. I was surprised when they started off strong. I was surprised that they stayed as strong as they are. But they're not going anywhere. And I think as the season progresses, and they stay where they are, they're going to be less and less of a surprise. So, when I look at them, I see really good defensive teams. I see strong teams together. I think they were both targeted this season, at least in my estimation, to be good teams, serviceable teams, not bad teams. So the jump to quality team for both is not big. It's surprising. I'm happy for both teams. I think they're both very, very, very good. I think the Timberwolves might be a little bit better than the Magic. And certainly they qualify as a big surprise in my mind's eye in 2023. But the bigger surprise for me, by far, is that the Pistons lost 28 games in a row. It's not hard to win. It's not hard. It's absolutely hard to win 28 games in a row. It's absolutely hard to lose 28 games in a row. this is not a bad team, the Pistons, which I know is really a weird thing to say on the heels of going 1-28 to finish off 2023. But they're a good team. They've got good individual pieces. And even the worst team in the NBA shouldn't lose 28 games in a row. You're going to back into a win every now and again. So it's really unusual to see what they did, as good a team as they are. So by far, when you compare, the surprise teams in the Magic and the Timberwolves, you could throw the Thunder in there as well. Or the Pistons, the Pistons losing as many games as they did, by far, it's the bigger surprise. I wouldn't have expected it. I still can't believe it. But I'm hoping that 2024 is better for the Pistons. How about a above 500 year in 2024 to finish out the season? That would be great for the Pistons. I'm hoping so. Sending you that love, Detroit Pistons and Detroit Pistons fans. That's it. Week 10 of the 2023-24 NBA season is in the books. Join us next week after week 11, when we will have a guest and we once again run it back. We'll talk then.
Pick and roll, post up, crossover, step through, step back, corner three, dribble, drive to the hoop. We provide hoop news, hoop court truths, voice of the fan, win or lose. In-depth reports, locker room to the court. Peace, basket, can grasp all facets of the sport. So look here, lend the air in the air is the sound of hoop fanatics in the atmosphere. Your expectations, we will surpass it. Attractive like a magnet, tuned in the peach basket. Live broadcasting, even podcasted. Got a question, don't hesitate to ask it. Intelligent news with no static. Turn on your tablet when you gotta have it. Drop updates quick like a rabbit. We got the answers, check out Peach Basket. Peach Basket, Peach Basket. Peach basket, peach basket, peach basket, peach basket. The voice of the fan, the voice of the fan. Peach basket, peach basket, peach basket, peach basket, peach basket, peach basket. The voice of the fan, the voice of the fan.